Hello, Mr. Beard here with your class recap for Friday, April 13th. Today we finished Section 6 of Mice and Men. Right off the bat, Steinbeck sets a very dark tone um, when he describes the clearing by the river, where, if you remember, the story started. Um, and he describes the natural beauty of this place. You know, the trees and the sunshine, and there's a snake swimming up the river. And then he interrupts this natural beauty by showing how vicious even nature can be by having um, a crane reach down and snatch up the snake who was just swimming along happily minding his own business. And so right off the bat, he sets a tone of despair and cruelty. Lenny appears by the river because, if you remember, George had told him to go there, and so he does remember to go. But when he gets there, he starts hallucinating and having a vision. First, he envisions his Aunt Clara yelling at him and telling him that it's his fault that all this has happened and that George deserves better than that. And then Aunt Clara turns into a giant bunny, and the giant bunny tells him that he's irresponsible and that he would forget to take care of them and he will never be able to have pet rabbits. And this obviously freaks Lenny out, and he begins screaming for George. Um, and George does appear. However, when George appears, he is not himself. He is cold and wooden because he knows um, he's there to kill Lenny. He begins telling Lenny about the dream one last time, and he has Lenny look off in the distance and take off his hat. And as he's telling this, we know that George realizes this dream is broken. And so there's just an incredible amount of sadness um, in this scene. And if you remember Candy's dog, it was a direct foreshadowing of this event. The dog represented Lenny, and Candy saying he should have shot his own dog was a direct foreshadowing of George feeling the responsibility to give Lenny a mercy kill himself so that the others could not hurt him. So the story ends with George killing his best friend, and the other guys, Curly and Slim and Carlson, finding them in the clearing, and only Slim understands what George has truly lost, and that he's lost a friend. The next thing we did, we watched some clips from the movie so you can get a visual of this. And your Section 4 and Section 5 questions will be due on Monday. And that covers what we did in class today. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend.